Hello and welcome to this week's Monday Mail-In Magazines. It's a late one, but it's a full one. More on why it was late. There was a car show and model show I went to this weekend. Did quite a bit of filming and had to get that all processed and rendered off my phone, and keeping it in 4K took significantly longer than I was anticipating, but we got her done. So with that, make sure you're paying attention this week. It's going to be a full week of videos. You know, we got our model show and results from that, as well as roughly an hour-long video for the car show. So look forward to that. Then we'll have our typical box opening midweek and shop updates later in the week. But let's get into the mail. We'll start off here with Mr. Doug Hensley of Hensley's Hobbies on YouTube. This nice gentleman sent me a pair of Coke machines he said he had kicking around. As I'd mentioned, I was chasing some of these, and now I got a couple more, and that is really cool of you, Doug. I really appreciate that. I'll have a link for everybody I mentioned here in the description, but make sure you go check out Doug if you have not, and give him a thank you for me. And next up from another YouTuber and more Coke is this 1960 Ford Ranchero AMT Coke kit. This comes via Jeff Lawless and his 550 subscriber giveaway, which I ended up being the recipient of, which is pretty cool. Get myself another Coke machine and a 60s Ranchero. And the funny part about this is Mr. Jeff Lawless was the winner of my giveaway at 500 subscribers. So in a roundabout way, we did a kit trade via our giveaways, which is pretty cool and pretty funny. So thanks for that, Jeff. Make sure you guys go give Jeff a like and a thank you for me. Moving on to, I guess, another kind of gift is from VCG Resins by Reese. This is a 409 hot rod combo kit and a Turbo 400 transmission. I acquired these via a quiz that they were doing on one of their live feeds, and I was the first to answer a question, and the question was, what was the cubic inch of the first W motor, which is the 348. If you guys know me, I love my W motors, and winning one of these is pretty awesome. It looks like a very extensive little kit. Let's see if I can crack it open. We'll do a little quick preview. Check out this. I mean, it's a kit in and of itself. There's a bunch of accessories: fuel pump, distributor, starter, all sorts of little gadgets there. There's another bag here. This is our induction. A set of carbs and stacks there. Another one to go along with it. Got some more carbs and air filters. Just a whole bunch of little nicely done bits and bobs there. And then, kind of do this, you can see we have a couple different sets of headers, some finned valve covers and oil pan. There's one of our intakes hiding under that block, but this is an awfully sweet giveaway. And the whole reason behind their live stream that day was to announce that VCG had acquired the Bolide products catalog. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're all going to offer in conjunction with each other. Should be a pretty big powerhouse as far as the 3D printing world. And a competition of theirs would be Iceman Collections. I know lots of you guys have heard of these. I think both of these guys are going to be great suppliers in the 3D world. Showing off, I picked up a set of slot mags and some of their kind of like 70s style tires. They look very nicely done. Picked up a couple of cool air cleaners and a pair of 69 or 70 Chevy grills. do some conversions later on. And that pretty much does it. Again, I'll have links for all of those guys in the description. So if you're after any of their products, make sure you go hit them up. And moving on to the magazine, we are February of '66 in Popular Hot Rodding. Nice cover shot there. Nice looking Cadillac. Pretty cool pair of scoops. Kind of dig that. Let's crack her open and see what we got inside. A few ads. Little Ed Roth ad there. Hurst Racing Tires, B&M. Edelbrock. Routing Readers. Big Ed's Speed Shop. And we got a bunch of comics to get through. Hey pal, you forgot a number here. 42 cubic inches. More ad. Got a little Moon Eyes ad. Look to Moon in '66. He's got a quick change rear end. Hopefully it's not a full diaper. And we got Al's Speed Shop. Speed Shop looks pretty quick. Weird shirts from the Bat Cave. Airlift. Lots of little comics. You said you like things neat, so I folded it up for you. Little compact rail. Ads. Hope he's not going to spill anything. Pick up a Columbia Record Club. A ton of little comics here. That's Walk Mud. It's only a block to the yarn shop. Must be the little old lady from Pasadena. Maybe a sister. Some Headman headers. Speed and Equipment Directory. Set of Anson mags. The Undefeated Mr. Norm. Mr. Norm and Grand Spalding. Good looking blown 426. I do like the 4-hole bug catchers. Look inside, look through it. Got a cool can for their oil. 219 mile an hour B fuel dragster. Silhouetted as in smoke is driver Paul Sutherland in a 213 mile an hour pass through the quarter. And a 358 cubic inch Chrysler provides the power. 8,500 RPM. Wound up big block. Run a 95% blend. All the nitro. Total weight of 1,280 pounds. Nothing but horsepower and traction. A nice shot of its bare bones. Show that wheelie bar. It's like a set of Halibrand wheels. Some Earhart brakes. Looks pretty cramped in there, that's for sure. The Spanish Flyer. B-Gas Anglia. shifter between your legs. '66, the Anglias were still limited to small block, naturally aspirated. Pontiac performance test. What happens when you take one of the fastest 1966 cars and experiment with transmissions, axle ratios, tires? Here are the answers. Nice little track test on the new GTO. Trying out a couple different tire sizes. A little airbox with 15 horsepower. Little shot there. The marvelous Morosco street machines. They're aluminum olds. That's pretty cool. Nice pair of hot rods. Cool little pickup with the louvers on the side. Small block Chevy in that one. Tricarb. With engine turned frame rails. That's pretty sweet. Pickup bed. Dual shocks. Pleated interior. The Buick Streetster. 1915 Model T with a 62 Buick engine with 215 cubic inches. Nail head. That is a pretty looking bucket. Emerald green. Emerald green with the gold engine. That is a good looking combo. Pop Rod X-Ray, winner from Wisconsin. Cool up and smoke shot. Injected small block. A D fuel dragster. Funky looking headers. Bicycle wheels. Down the pipe shot. Check out this hauling machine. Never seen anybody do that. Just throw it in the back of the wagon. Diagram of the chassis. Look at the cockpit. Yeah, cool look centerfold to all the other cars from GTO. What's new, pussycats? 3 wide track Tigers, the 2+2, the GTO, and the overhead 6. We get to see an overhead 6 at the show, so make sure you go check out the show footage to see one of those. One of those unique overhead 6s, ones that Matt over at Model Car Video is infatuated with. But the greatest year at Bonneville, in the spirit of America. Big old jet. Art Arfons. Popular name for the truck puller guys, or arfons. Big old goldenrod. Some wild machines. A real funny car. 24-year-old real estate salesman. BM sports class. Fiberglass bodied car. Bunch of youngsters. Classic small block Chevy. Little Haas 2. Another Anglia. These are on an A-gas. Check out that unique wheelie bar. Again, still only allowed to run naturally aspirated small blocks due to their wheelbase. Hey, how about another one? It's an Anglia issue. Some really nice color shots. Yellow engine. That is pretty cool. In depth in the interior. Gentleman behind it. There's sweet looking wheelie bar. Very, very interesting. There's the spring and shock setup. Not much travel going on there. Two on the left and one on the right. Cross mounted spring. Page is falling out. Fiberglass front end, polished holograms. Part 1, building an A-gas Austin. Doing a bunch of glass work. The body prepped out. Looks like we got a little steering work going on. Pedals. All the lightning holes you can get. Make it all lighter. I mean, everything's got holes in it. Aluminum. Red, fast, and blue. Got a pair of Willis Gasser pickups. That's pretty cool. You can see the engine in that guy. A little something special coming up. Rapid red. 40s Willis. Cool looking rig. They're 150 at 990, weighing 2550. 56 Chrysler 420 cubic inch with a 471. And there she is. And onto the blue one. Sapphire blue. $950s. Little cockpit. I suppose I could show you the engine. Running a turboed, cross-rammed, very, very unique setup. Wicked cool. Love the ingenuity and the trial back in the day. Twin blown cross ram, or twin turboed cross ram. You got the cover car, and the cover car again with this guy. Pretty blue and chrome. Show the front end. Six carb Cadillac. Cool look. Very cool looking. Movie Land Pickup. His favorite color is chrome. Chrome from front to back, head to toe. That's a cool shot there. Very deep blue, almost black, a raven black. Tips on installing cams and lifters. Little tech tip. Bang every cam bearing on the way in as you can. And smack it with a piece of wood. Just goes together. New speed equipment for the 396 Chevy. Pretty cool, since the Mark IV big blocks were only a year old at this time. 396 being the first one. I'm going to check out all sorts of induction tests. There's a standard single 4-barrel. Getting her hooked up on the dyno. Looks like we've got a Manfrey with 4 carbs on it. Pretty cool. Cross ram dual quad from Edelbrock. Sharp equipment. 8 Webers. Pretty cool. A few different cams. Some more induction, as in forced induction. Spin that big block to 7,300 RPMs. There's that Edelbrock cross ram. Stroker kit boosted to 454 cubic inches. Right around the corner for the GM. Burglar's Rare Coupe. Putting wings on hot rods, Mr. Don Garlits. Check out that unique wing placement. Kind of going over evolution and variety of wings, airfoils. Pretty cool to see all the evolution of drag racing in the 60s. So wild. How about on a jet dragster hanging out in the front? Those unique mid-mounted wings. Don Garlits and Connie Kallita. Very, very unique. Pulsar. Trying to streamline the dragster. Everybody doing something different to try to get the edge. Not so cookie cutter like it is now. What a 265 and a little very simple, cool looking Model A. Still running the banjo. Very simple hot rod. Very cool. Here, got some cool pinstriping on the dash. Sweet foot pedal. Suspension. The Stinger. Another small black rail. Here's kind of a, from our Pontiac performance test, little cliff notes there. Street gearing running 13s, strip gearing squeaked her into the 12s. Pretty good, pretty good. Bird with a salty tail. Cool looking T-bird. Running the 427 Ford. Hold some super grip. Pretty good. Pretty good. 1966 model car racing handbook, just off the press. Just for $1. Mail her in. We got Mr. J's headers, shirts, American Competition, crane cams, Stelling and Hellings, Liquid Ranch, Hydro Automotive, Engel, Bell, Krager, also the other half of a lot of articles. Think you've built yourself a winner. Two guys can stand her up on a scale. 550-pound rail. I think you'd win her. If you thought Christmas trees were expensive before, wait till you get the bill on this one. Oof. Ads and ads. Popular hot rodding March issue. Champions use header by Doug. Racers with records. Crowler racing cams. And that does her. And for the Plymouth boys, Plymouth has been pulling some fast ones. Top Stockers, SCCA champions, NASCAR champions, 6 records. Very cool. That does it. Again, make sure to check out the description for Mr. Jeff Lawless, Doug Hensley, Iceman Collections, and VCG Resins by Reese. And that'll do it for this week. Stay tuned for lots of videos coming out. We'll see you next time.